Hi and welcome back. It's time to go through the best Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances for spring and summer. I have been a fan of Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances for long. One of the first fragrances I ever bought was from Jean Paul Gaultier. And as a fragrance reviewer, I have tried so many different kinds of fragrances, and I can tell you that Jean Paul Gaultier is one of the best. I call Jean Paul Gaultier the house of seduction, and it's because their fragrances have this mass appeal and still an undeniable sexiness. Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances are created by experts who really knows what draws the masses in, what appeals to as many as possible. I mean, their original Le Male still works after so many years. It's absolutely timeless. It smells just as good today as it did when they first released it. I love the fragrances because they blend mass appeal with a sexy edge, while also making you smell absolutely gorgeous. I can't choose one fragrance from Jean Paul Gaultier that is the absolute best, but I can tell you which ones are the best for spring and summer, and that is what I'm gonna do now. The first one I would love to mention is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau, and this is the original EDT. But I'm not gonna have this one in the list because it seems like it may be discontinued, which is really a shame because this is a fantastic fragrance. So instead, I'm gonna show you Le Beau Le Parfum, which is also an incredible fragrance. Le Beau Le Parfum from Jean Paul Gaultier is a sweet, woody and warm fragrance with tropical vibes. The top notes are pineapple, iris, cypress and ginger. In the mids, coconut and woodsy notes, and in the base, tonka bean, sandalwood, amber and ambergris. This has an amazing performance. It's long lasting and it's strong, and it's perfect for daytime as well as those sexy evenings. The sweetness with the warm vanilla, the spicy side, the tropical vibes and that coconut makes this irresistible. And if you have seen my videos before, you know I love powdery fragrances. This is not powdery, but it does have a touch of iris, which gives it just a hint of powderiness. And speaking of powdery fragrances, the next one I have from you is very powdery and it's vanillic, and you wouldn't think it's a summer or spring fragrance, but actually all of the fragrances from Jean Paul Gaultier works all year round. You just have to adjust the sprays and think day or evening. And I think that Le Male Le Parfum is the perfect spring or summer evening scent. Le Male Le Parfum from Jean Paul Gaultier is warm, spicy, it's vanillic, aromatic and powdery. The top note is cardamom, the middle notes lavender and iris, and in the base vanilla, oriental notes and woodsy notes. This is something you will enjoy if you like the note of cardamom, if you like a thick vanilla, and if you like powdery fragrances. And if you think performance is an important factor, this is something you will like because it stays on your skin for long and it projects really good. And I think that if you like powdery fragrances like Dior Intense, or if you like Spice Bomb Extreme with that sweet spiciness, you are going to like Le Male Le Parfum. The next fragrance is one of the best from Jean Paul Gaultier. It's one of the most unique ones they have ever created. But I do want to mention one thing. Every time I mention this one, it's always someone saying, I'm not gonna wear that, I'm not gay. And if you are the one saying that, there are so many other channels you could watch. I suggest you find another channel. This is a fragrance. It doesn't have anything to do with your sexuality, so gay or not, who cares? That's such a stupid comment. This is a wonderful fragrance and I really don't care if you're gay or not. No one does. Okay, probably pissed some of you off now, but I don't care. Because Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Pride Edition is a wonderful citrusy, white floral and sweet fragrance. The top notes are blood orange and yuzu. The middle notes neroli and orange blossom, and in the base musk and white woods. This really is a truly incredible fragrance if you like white floral fragrances blended with citrus and some spices. This is a happy scent. It just makes you happy. It's so bright, it's so light, it's just so wonderful and so unique. And the performance is really good for being a freshie. This stays on for extremely long, and if you spray this on, the room that you sprayed it in will smell for hours. And I am so incredibly happy with the next one coming up. This is a new release from Jean Paul Gaultier and it's absolutely stunning. This is one of the best for years. This is Le Beau Paradise Garden. It's a green, sweet and aquatic fragrance with coconut and vanilla. The top notes are watery notes, green notes, mint and ginger. In the mids, coconut, fig and salt, and in the base, sandalwood and tonka bean. Okay, come on, when they created this fragrance, they were trying to make me addicted. This has every note I love. I mean, coconut and salt in the same fragrance, come on. And that on top of the most precious tonka bean and sandalwood. This is so cool because when you have it on inside, what you smell is the coconut and the watery notes and the tropical vibes. But then when you get outside, this in a magical way creates this sandalwood scent cloud that is to die for. Performance-wise, this is another beast mode performer, but this is even more incredible than anyone can imagine. I sprayed this on my arm, then I put on a cardigan, and that cardigan smelled for days afterwards, and we're talking like 2 or 3 sprays on my arm, not even on the cardigan. So this is a beast mode performer and it's beautiful. And while we are talking about the new Jean Paul Gaultier Paradise Garden, I also do want to mention one of my favorite Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances for women. Because many of you have girlfriends, and if you want to make her happy with a fragrance, this is the one you should buy this year. So they released one with the name Belle Paradise Garden. And from what I hear, it seems to be a new release of Belle Fleur Terrible. This is one of the most incredible fragrances I have ever bought for myself. If you wonder how I smell, when it's summer, I smell like this. And why this smells so incredible is because it's vanillic, it's floral, it has the most wonderful powdery vibe, and that together with an aquatic and a sonic side. And I actually almost used the full bottle of this one, and since they discontinued Fleur Terrible, I didn't dare to use it more because I wanted to keep this. But now that they released Paradise Garden, I am using this like crazy. And I don't care if my bottle goes empty because I'm gonna be able to buy a new one. So if you have a girlfriend and you want to make her happy and smell incredible this summer or spring, buy her the new Paradise Garden because it seems to be a relaunch of the wonderful Fleur Terrible. And the last Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance that I really recommend for spring and summer is an incredible one. I'm not sure everyone is going to agree with me on this one because it's very sweet, so some of you will not think it's good for summer. And the one is Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. It's vanillic, it's fruity, it's sweet and aromatic with top notes of pear, lavender, mint, bergamot and lemon. In the middle, cinnamon, clary sage and caraway, and in the base, black vanilla husk, amber, patchouli and cedar. This is for you if you like the thought of the original Le Male but with pear and cinnamon in the most perfect overdose. This has been described as the best clubbing scent ever, but I want to take it further than that. I think it's an amazing fragrance that you should wear through the summer and through the spring, and definitely for dates. I mean, this is almost 10 years old. They released it in 2015 and it's still an incredible fragrance, is loved by so many. So before ending this video, I want to give you my last recommendation, but I don't have the bottle here. But I think many of you already have your own bottle, so I don't need to show you it. The original Le Male is my last recommendation, and it works any time of the year, but especially in the summer. The original Le Male is something I am addicted to in hot weather. When the weather is really warm and your body gets warm, the Le Male, the original, it just oozes of sexiness and it gives up this wonderful scent cloud that is just truly incredible and irresistible. It doesn't matter if that fragrance has been around for so long, I never ever get tired of it. So even though most people recognize it, it really smells different on every single person. So when someone wears it, you can of course always recognize that original DNA, but then mixed up with the person's own scents, and it just always creates this wonderful blend. Do not forget to tell me in the comments which Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance you love to wear in the spring and in the summer. Like the video, subscribe to my channel if you want more fragrance videos with me. Leave a super thanks if you want to support my work, and I'll see you in the next video.